Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel. So today I'll be giving you an overview of my very new template, the Notion Language Learning Hub. So let us just start by giving you an overview of how this template looks. For this, I have chosen the theme of Ghibli Studio and I hope you all like this. So let us just start by discussing each section so that you can utilize it to the optimum capacity. This is the quick to-do list, and here you can add whatever on your mind and jot it down and start working over it. Then moving on, we have the library section where we have profile, goals, resources, Pomodoro, entertainment. So let's start discussing a profile. Here we have an oath where you have to write your name, the language you want to learn, the reason, and the fluency you want to reach until when. And then we have the time distribution section, which is very important. I have tried all the languages I am learning and the priorities I have for them. For me, Spanish on number one, Turkish is on number two, Korean three, and so on. Then we have minutes per day. This is the time you want to devote per day to each language. So I am dedicating 30 minutes to Spanish, 20 to Turkish, and so on. So then we have total number of hours per week. So here it's the total number of hours I'm devoting to each language per week. For example, I'm spending 3.5 hours on Spanish. Then we have like the total number of hours we have for language learning. So it's around 12 hours. It's calculating the total number of hours you're spending on each languages. So you can change any languages that you're learning and the time you want to give to them, and it will automatically calculate the number of hours you will be studying. It could be more or less. For me, it's around 12 hours. It could be more for you or even less. So further moving on, let's get to the another section of this template. So here we have the goal section. So here in the goal section, I have distributed the whole into 4 different sections. So first one, we have the life, then we have year, 6 months, and 3 months. So in the life, we have the total number of goals we have for our life, then what number of goals we have achieved till now. So for example, let's take 3 goals. So it will automatically count the total progress I have made in life, that how many goals I have achieved in percentage. So here it's like 9%. So further moving on, it's just a simple to-do list where I have added what goal I have for each language. For example, in Turkish, I'm just having, I want conversational fluency, and then for Spanish, I want it to be my third language. So it's same for the other sections too. In year, we have the same way. It's simple to-do list and the number of goals I've achieved, and it's calculating the same thing. Then in the 6 months, it's same. You can just look over it. So now let's move further to the other section. So now we have um resources. So here in the resources, I have added all the resources I have for each language. So here are the resources I have, then it's the languages it is in, and what type of activity is serves, like vocabulary, writing, reading, or whatever. So then we have the Pomodoro section. So it is for the people who have a shorter focus span or want short study slots. So here we have, you can set the time you want, and then you can add the task you want to fulfill in that time and just go on. Then we have the entertainment section. So here in the entertainment, we have the music recommendations. It is mine. You can change as per yours. You can add your Spotify link. Then we have the learn from music section. Let's look into one of the music I have over here. So here we have the song is Flying by Kevin, and I have started learning this on 17th of June. I have spent around 35 minutes over it, and it's in Korean language. So now I have also added the link of the song. You can add yours. So on the left hand side, I have wrote down the lyrics in the Hangul, and then on the right side, it's in the translation in English. So whenever I'm reading the Hangul script, when I don't understand any of the words, I can refer to the English translation. So next, you can add your own songs over here. So then we have the reading log. In here, we have the title of the book, and then the language it is in, the rating I would like to give, and then when did I finish this. The status could be read, to be read, or reading as per whatever status you have. Then opening the book, we have the vocabulary and the grammar section. In the vocabulary, you can add whatever word you have learned and any grammar rule you found there useful. Then moving on, we are having the other section is the watch list. So here in the watch list, I have added some media of the languages I'm learning. Then moving on, I have this master view section where let's take a movie, Ikinci Kush. I've started watching it on 24th October. It's in Turkish language. I'm still watching it and it's a TV show. The genders are as follows, and then the rating and the poster. Then I have some of the questions I would like to answer after watching the movie. Then if you want to add a show of your own choice, you can add new and then add the title, fill these sections, and then go down and add the template of personal note. It will automatically add the whole template, and you can just fill in your ideas and the questions you want to answer. And then if you have learned some vocabulary and grammar, you can even add those over here that you want to remember for the future and you found it useful for your language learning journey. So moving on further, let's get to the another main section of this template. So here we have our daily lesson plan. So before starting from lesson overview, let's get into daily check-ins. So here we have the calendar database, and you can add any language on the day you want to study. So on 23rd, for example, let's add, and I would like to study today Turkish. Then I would be focusing on pronunciation and vocabulary for today, and my type would be of speaking. Then the status would be ongoing reading overview. So let's take overviewing today. So moving on further, I'll add the template of add lesson, and it will automatically add the template I want. Then I can embed the link of whatever resources I'm using to learn Turkish today and the topic I would be overviewing with the notes I have. Now here we can see that the language I want to study today has been added over here with all the other languages. So now move on to the lesson overview. So here all languages have been added, that is from any day I'm learning, and this list would get very long and no one wants that. So to shorten this, we have a trick. We can add the filter. The best one could be when to study. Just here you can have the day, week, month, and year. So let's select the day. So when I'll select this day, it would be showing me the language I want to learn today. So it's showing Korean, which we have added right now. Then I can also have the weekly schedule from here. So in the weekly schedule, I have added three languages in this week that I want to study. So it's all showing over here. Now, even if you want to get back to all the languages of each day, you can just go there, then delete this filter and switch it off. It will again show you all the languages of all the days you're learning and when. You can check off it. Then next we get into all language sections. Here we have each sections for each languages. So let's start by taking any one language of our choice. Let's take Japanese. So here in the Japanese, I have the flag of the nation. Then I have the date when I started this language and when I studied last. So by these two, it will automatically count the number of days I have been studying this language. Here I have also added some extra links of the resources I have, and then the whole list of the resources I'm using and for what purpose. Here are the resources and here are the purpose it is serving. Then moving on, we have the vocabulary and grammar section again. You can add vocabulary of your choice and any grammar rule you have learned. Additionally, you have a daily log where you can add like your daily overview of what language you have learned, what you have learned new, from what resources, what would be your opinion of the day in the target language you're learning. Let's move further. Now we have, let's go down. So now if you want to add any other language of your choice, click on new and then add the name of the language and fill in the data and then add the template. By adding the template, you will automatically get the resources section, vocabulary, grammar, and the daily log. You can fill all the details as per your requirements. Then moving on further, we have the monthly reflection section. Here you can see your monthly progress. So in January, for example, I have added new goals. It could be recurring or even new goals. For me, it's new. I have total 10 goals, and out of which I have achieved 9. So my progress bar shows 90% of progress, and then I have rated the month. You can rate as per year. Then I can check off the days in which I have learned the language and the day I haven't. I will add the goals I have for that. Then I have the progress of my goals, then what I have learned in that month, and my top 5 favorite words of the month. So, this was the overview. I feel you like it, and if you have any query, you can feel free to contact or comment down.